starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35.
That's that bullshit right there.
Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he
damn,
appears to be
man.
shaken up.
Air game, somebody
so
hurt.
The medical staff takes a look. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mitchell now off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Ravens had 10-3 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 67 yards. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that
ratchets up.
Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I appreciate it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to beat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated.
Oh, the running back named Chris Beasley.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now 3rd down and 7. Shotgun snap to Willis. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Oh, Malik Willis back there? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Go back out on defense and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And now the punter, Trussssss, as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there.
Let me get that out, Lamar.
To stay in that groove here this go around. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield. week ago they got the ball early and often, I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
But you look at this defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he returns it into enemy territory down to 45.
We owe y'all right after that one, defense. We owe y'all. Got
earlier in this opening quarter. This time,
you. Got you, defense.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short
We'll sit up. See
the
TV a little bit.
Remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one up themselves.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run.
Adam,
and a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play,
stop doing mean stuff, man.
but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Very effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
I mean, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as they did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it into the end zone for
Might get it up.
Just like his 12th rushing touchdown.
Straight through the door.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That boo.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to
It
that
is.
point, but he
That's
finally breaks
like
off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense
Yeah, look,
has
that's
done.
what it looked like, a
You
beater.
break off one
That's
right
what I was
there,
trying to get at.
everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Tucker now for the extra point.
But it just like slid, like, well, yeah, I was sitting right here. I seen it too at my peripheral, but I ain't realized what it was. I was playing the game. But yeah, it just like came straight through the crack of the door, like the door wasn't even there.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
I always be looking outside when I walk out. The dad gonna make sure no bugs ain't about to try and walk in.
But that just slid right through the
Cause right. She see everything.
Decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want you. Shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively.
I don't know what the hell is going on, man. They let that slow play develop like that.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Boy, you out there ball hawking, eh?
Stopped at the 35-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And
Get out that pack.
this one away incomplete.
Wasn't nothing there.
Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the
Wasn't
pocket
nothing there. I already
is he going to
checked
take
out.
off with it. That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On the option right is Jackson. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 32 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know if anybody saw that coming.
Loose off the juice. Don't get him started. Don't get him started.
Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly doesn't.
Baby, loose off the juice. Don't get Lamar started. Don't get Lamar started.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Sometimes it be hard, but once you get rolling.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yes, back.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling
Oh,
it?
that's
Offensive
cool,
coordinator.
girl.
Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window.
Okay,
Let's
what
get
you
back
doing,
on
man?
track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I'm back.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Hey, come on, they ain't let me see it block over there, man. I need to call the flag.
The offense on third down.
Oh.
Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Willis. Out left to Dotson.
Let's go.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
See you, Pat.
Doesn't get on the first down. Brings up a fourth
Fat
down
Dad.
situation.
Really nice job.
I'm about to come get you.
With the sticks where they got the stop before.
Oh no, we want that inside. Play down here.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there.
Oh yeah, let's go.
They did.
I see you, bro.
Certainly an interesting
Big bro,
go
Quan.
for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X
Straight
Y
in here.
Z.
He's able to motor his way down to the 16. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
We got to pull out. We got to try.
2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Gibbs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So is it's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point on 2nd and goal. Gibbs again, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build a little momentum, don't they? And look at this. Back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Willis to throw on 2nd. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trussssss on 4th down is sent out to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. Pushing through the contact. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute.
He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Samuel. And some room to roam now. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now. Willis. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
A gain of 7 brings up second and goal. Here we go. At the Ravens' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Thompson Robinson now to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Another run for Gibbs here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Get it! Check, hurt, hurt.
In motion left, Flowers. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Gibbs straight ahead. And the ball is knocked out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That has a chance to tighten up considerably.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Willis. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Trenton Simpson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
7 Pirates.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 60 yards. And the Golden Eagles are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive. Smaller back, you can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain. His guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
112 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Thompson Robinson now. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd down, Thompson Robinson now. Touchdown. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Ravens are able to stretch out their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check that.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Willis looking to throw it. Complete. It's Dodson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Back to throw, Willis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Come on.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Let's go now.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready.
Read option. This is Gibbs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check. Ready.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Viking 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Go.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ready.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Going for it. Thompson Robinson working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. As they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
19. Ready.
Thompson Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Second down throw coming by Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Let's go now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
On the give, here's Gibbs. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers, all them kind of moving as one, and look at the end result. Big plays.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
On the set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Trap 50, trap 50. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Willis. He'll look downfield for Waller. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 66 yards. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Dillon now off the option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Dillon now off the option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. This ball down the field for Pitts. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Hand off now to Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready,
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Willis now off of play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Ravens, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.